Alzheimer's disease does not begin with a dramatic event. It starts small. You forget something simple, you repeat a question, you lose your train of thought, and slowly, over time, it becomes something more. By the time most people seek help, the brain has already changed. But what if you could notice it earlier? What if you knew the first signs most people miss? In this video, we'll show you 7 early signs of Alzheimer's disease and what you can do if you notice them. This could make the difference between planning your future and losing control of it. Occasional forgetfulness is normal. You forget where you left your glasses. You miss an appointment. But with Alzheimer's, memory loss happens more often and affects your daily life. You might forget recent conversations or important events. You may ask the same question again and again, not realizing it. You rely more on memory aids, like sticky notes or phone, reminders. And it's not just one bad day. It's a pattern that becomes harder to ignore. In the early stages of Alzheimer's, people often struggle with tasks that involve planning, balancing a checkbook, following a recipe, keeping track of monthly bills. Things that used to be easy now take longer or get skipped altogether. You might notice increased frustration or confusion when faced with numbers or steps. This isn't just stress or distraction. It's your brain working differently and struggling to keep up, losing track of dates, seasons, and the passage of time is another early sign. A person might forget where they are or how they got there. They might think it's morning when it's actually night, or get confused about what day it is. This becomes dangerous when someone drives and forgets where they're going, or walks in their own neighborhood and suddenly feels lost. Even familiar places begin to feel unfamiliar. This is a subtle one, but very real. For some people, early Alzheimer's affects vision. It's not about needing glasses. It's about depth perception and processing visual information. They might struggle to judge distances, have trouble reading, or spill things when pouring a drink. Because they misjudge the space. They may even have difficulty recognizing faces or objects. If someone you know starts bumping into furniture or seems unsure when driving, this could be more than clumsiness. We all have moments when we can't find the right word. But this is different. People with early Alzheimer's struggle to follow or join a conversation. They may pause in the middle of a sentence and forget what they were saying. They may repeat themselves or call things by the wrong names, like saying hand clock instead of watch. This makes conversations confusing and frustrating. They may withdraw from speaking altogether to avoid embarrassment. In early stages of Alzheimer's, people may show changes in judgment. They might give away large amounts of money to telemarketers or strangers. They might neglect personal hygiene, forgetting to bathe, wear clean clothes, or brush their teeth. They could make risky decisions that don't match their past behavior. This isn't just being forgetful. It's a shift in how the brain processes risk, logic, and social awareness. You may notice things like unpaid bills, expired food in the fridge, or strange purchases. Over time, these decisions can become dangerous. As tasks become harder and more confusing, people may start pulling away. They stop doing things they used to enjoy. They miss family gatherings. They avoid hobbies, conversations, even favorite TV shows. Why? Because they feel overwhelmed or embarrassed. They may not be able to follow what's happening, and it's easier to stay alone. This isolation increases anxiety and speeds up decline. Social connection is not just good, it's essential. If You or someone you love is showing these signs, don't panic. Some of these symptoms can come from other causes: stress, lack of sleep, medications, or depression. But if multiple signs appear and they get worse over time, it's time to speak with a doctor. There are tests that can help identify the cause, and the earlier Alzheimer's is found, the more options you have. There are treatments that may slow progression and support systems to help you plan ahead. Knowledge is power, and early action matters. Alzheimer's doesn't just affect memory, it affects identity. It changes relationships. It rewrites the way someone lives their life. But it doesn't have to take you by surprise. Now you know the signs. Pay attention to the small things. They could be the start of something bigger. And if you found this video helpful, share it with someone. One simple conversation could change a life.